Hey everybody, and welcome to Sunday Prism. Um, Today is going to be a little bit different because normally John Lee plans this out, but he is unfortunately unavailable this morning. His he's dealing with some personal family stuff. I don't really want to put his business out. Um, so I have no idea what he had planned for today, and so I figured I would at least just jump on here and have a conversation with you guys. Maybe we can talk about something uplifting, something inspiring. Um, and I think there's a lot of examples of that. Good morning, Mimi. Good morning, Steve. Um, from a spiritual and religious point of view, there's a lot of people that, like myself, that struggle with um, some of the things that we see from religious people, and I think it's the tendency as human beings to be judgmental. And I wanted to talk about that a little bit because I don't think it's a reflection of the religion. I think it's a reflection of people. And so remember that, no matter what it is, people will always make things worse. Good morning, Crystal. Good morning, Nicole. So I'm not sure what you guys would like to talk about today. I'm not sure which direction you want today's show to go, but I do want you guys to know that I like Sundays. It's that like day to reflect almost. It's that day to look back on your week and say, what did I do this week? How could I do better? Where did I make mistakes? What could I do differently? But yeah, I like Sundays. That day of rest is kind of it's an amazing thing to take a little time for yourself and to be able to look back and reflect on things like that. So, yes, Crystal, John is okay. Like I said, he's just dealing with some personal things. Yes, Kristen, we could absolutely take a moment of silence for those affected by wildfires and the coronavirus. That is absolutely something we can do. But I got to tell you, like, it'd be really weird to just sit here and be quiet while talking to you guys. Yeah, I did not sleep in. I actually woke up earlier today than I normally do, which is really weird. But apparently I had slept enough. It's the only thing I can come up with. But yes, the wildfires, man, it's a lot. It's a lot to take in. There's a lot of damage being done. There's a lot of fires. So yeah, my heart or my thoughts and my prayers are with all of those that are affected for sure. It's not hard to imagine losing everything. Maybe you guys don't. Actually, I don't think any of you guys know this. Fire is a very devastating thing. I actually lived through a house fire when I was in high school. My parents' house burnt down to the ground. We lost almost everything. Pretty devastating thing to go through and witness. Family dinners on Sundays. Okay. Ooh, Facebook silence. No comments for a few minutes. Look, I think that's a great thing. I think that's a great thing. So let's go ahead and let's dig into an issue. What do you guys want to dig into? Keep it light, though. I'm going to let you guys decide where this conversation goes. And we're only going to do this for about 15 more minutes, and then we're going to call it a day. And we'll take care of that moment of silence at the end. But let's dig into something, and I want you guys to decide where it goes. So give me an idea on what you guys want to talk about or something you want to know from my perspective, and I'll share it with you. Um, and again, I apologize. I was not planning on doing this alone. Yeah, Kristen, we could talk about how spirituality ties with other religions. The teachings of religions and of spirituality are virtually interchangeable, um, and it's not really hard to see that. So, um, personally, I think that that's one of the most amazing things about it, like at least for me. Amber says how social media has changed relationships or friendships instead of in-person interactions. Well, I think that's been coming a long time. I agree with that. People interact on social media a whole lot more than they do in person anymore. You know, spending time with friends never was done like this back in the day. You know, you just had to go over to their house. Um, but then you add coronavirus on top of it, and all of a sudden we've got a very very interesting combination of a whole lot of people not really spending much time with each other, and so that's and it can be detrimental. Guys, I think human to human contact and interaction is very very important. I think it's something that we all absolutely need. How almost all major religions are almost exactly the same. There's a lot of similarities between them, yes. Um, and I think that's because there's a variety of different people in this world as well. We're all a little bit different. None of us are the same. And I think that helps to get the message to as many people as possible. Good morning, good afternoon, Chuck. How you doing, brother? Mimi's letting us know that fall is kicking in North Carolina, which means fire season for her as well. That's difficult. Yeah, I am grateful for the cooler temperatures as well. Things have gotten a lot cooler out here, which hopefully means that the fires will start to die down. Maybe Mother Nature can help these firefighters out, and we can do a little bit better. Yes, Amber is going back to the interacting with people on a face to face level, and sometimes sometimes a hug is a good thing and not a virtual hug. It's not the same. So, you guys want small talk today? Is that what I'm seeing? No big issues. Yeah, I would love to see Mother Nature kick in and give a little help. So Steve says that this was brought up at a funeral yesterday. The pastor touched base on how social media has ruined what we used to be family, or what used to be family time. How get-togethers are not a thing anymore. I can't say that he's wrong. Um, I can't say that he's wrong. It's I think we need to do more of those things. We need to stay in touch with people. We need to be interactive with people. Um, Jackie wants to talk a little bit about the upcoming trip. I think you guys all know by now we're leaving Wednesday. I'll be in DC at around 9 o'clock at night, Wednesday night, leaving around noon on Wednesday here. So I'll update you guys throughout the day. It's I am I think we're going to do a show about this tomorrow too on Monday, but I'm very excited to see DC. It's something I've always wanted to see. But at the same time, at the same time, I think if I'm being honest, I am a little bit worried about what we're walking into, and so for me, that's just me being honest with you guys. I don't go into these situations like free of worry or even fear. At some points, on some level, I think I am worried, and I think that's going to get to be a stronger emotion as I get closer and closer to it, at least until I'm there and I see it. But some of the things I see coming out of DC are a little bit scary right now. Crystal, climate change. I think that's an interesting subject. I don't think that these forest fires are directly related to climate change. I think most of it can be attributed to mismanagement of resources. Like, for example, in Idaho, we had a really bad forest fire a couple of years ago that burnt tens of thousands of acres. And I happened to be up in that area just before it happened. And there was so much undergrowth and dead trees on the ground. And, the state wouldn't let civilians go in and log it, or companies go in and log it. So it just sat there. It was just waiting for a fire. It was, and I think we need to do a better job of managing our forest. I'm not saying we need to go in there and cut it all down. That's not it at all, but we could manage it better. But my grandfather was a logger, so those things we kind of grew up just talking about. So I guess I probably have a very different perspective on that than some. Sometimes the simple and small talks are the best way to strengthen our minds. Chuck, you're absolutely right. Chuck says sometimes the simple and small talks are the best way to strengthen our minds and focus our thoughts. I agree, brother. It's 100% true, man. 100% true. It's the little things in life that matter the most. I think Tammy's excited for us, or excited for me, I guess, to go. I'm excited to see it. DC's like I said, that's a dream come true for me. I just never thought I'd be seeing it like this. So I don't know. A real friend with some people I met online for over 10 years. I would have never met them if it wasn't for online interactions that were. So there absolutely. Kimberly brings up a great point. Not everything about social media is a negative thing. Like, look at us right here, right now. This is I think this is a positive thing. I think Breathe America represents, what some of the good things about social media is. This family that we're building is beautiful, and you guys do a lot for each other, and we build each other up, and there are a lot of positives that can come from it. Amber, you talking about Cambridge, Idaho? There's fire up there now. You, John, Mike will definitely be in my thoughts and prayers. Thank you, Mimi. Ooh, bed bugs in DC. Jack, I didn't need to know that. Why you gotta put that in my head? Yes, I agree, but I think he was bashing. Okay, yeah, Steve, I don't disagree with you there. I think family time has taken a backseat to social media a lot of times. But look, if you're a parent with kids, it's really simple. They even make a device that's really cool. It'll actually like shut off all cell phones around the dinner table and stuff like that. I think that's something that we as parents have to try to do. Like, I don't eat dinner at the table with my kids every night, but I do make an effort to do that often. It's one of those places where we get to sit, talk, share a meal, have a conversation, laugh, bond, and those things should be important to all of us. I must have missed something. Nicole, is everything okay? I'm not sure what she said. Climate Jace, Mimi agrees about preventing forest fires with forest maintenance. Crystal asked if climate-based conditions don't make it worse, though. I'm sure it factors in. The climate in our planet has been changing ever since we ever since we became a planet. I would imagine we're under constant change and constant evolution. I'm not one of those people that believes that um, this is like that we haven't, as human beings, had an impact on our planet. Obviously, we have. The scale of those impacts, I honestly, I don't know. I'm not a scientist. It makes sense to me that we are having a negative effect on the planet, and that we could do better. Um, but yeah, it's a tough one. Chris, that's actually a really fun topic. If we probably should go down that rabbit hole at some point in time. I think there's some interesting things there that we could point out about the way things used to be managed in the West as far as forest fires, and that it's all being attributed to climate change. I think is misrepresentation of the truth. And I think that would be a fun conversation. I think a lot of people are going to be worried about us going. Um, I should do a nationwide trip. That would be fun. That would be great. Um, all right. Well, I think that's enough like back and forth conversation. And again, I apologize for not having John here today. Like I said, he had an emergency that came up that he had to take care of. So um, let's get on to what Prism's really about, though, for a minute. And religion, spirituality, and all of these topics, they are there in my mind to help uplift us and bring us comfort in our times when we're struggling. Um, and I find a lot of peace in meditation, and I know others that are practicing find that same level of peace. I know a lot of people that find a lot of peace in religion. It takes kind of that fear of unknown out of it, of the unknown out of it for you. So keep in mind as you go through your day, and as society throws all these curveballs at us, and we talk about all these crazy topics, that there is a greater purpose to why we're here. And um, some people call that religion, some people call it God, some people call it the universe. I personally, I feel like you should be able to call it whatever you want to call it. Um, but there is a greater purpose to us being here. There is meaning behind it. Um, we are here to have an impact on each other. And that's what I think. I think we're here for each other. I think we're here to learn from these experiences that we go through. And I think we're here to learn to be better, to understand another way of living, another way of life. Um, that together we are strong. Together we are one. We are that thing. We are stronger. And when we choose to stand with each other versus against each other, there's nothing we can't accomplish. And I think that you guys here are a great example of how many people really do want to come together. Um, Chuck, that's a really great point. He says religion, no matter what you follow, is meant to lead us, not control us. I agree with that. I agree with that. You know, guiding us is almost the right word I would use. It's not. I wouldn't use lead. I'd use guiding for me. Guides us down that path of being a better person. You know, most every religion that I've ever studied or looked into boils down to one simple thing, and that is the golden rule, and that is to do unto others as you would have done unto yourself. Um, this is something that I think more of us should keep in the forefront of our thoughts. Whenever you're put in an uncomfortable situation, whenever you're put in a situation where you don't know what to do, Just ask yourself, how would you like it to be handled on the other side? How would you like to be treated? And then do that. And I guarantee you, if you do that, you won't be making very many mistakes in the difficult situations that you face in your life. Um, so yeah, whether you are Christian, Catholic, Mormon, Protestant, Baptist, Muslim, Hindu, spiritualist, or any other of the many, many religions out there, follow that golden rule. Do unto others as you would have done unto yourself. This is probably one of the greatest things that you can do with your life. And the better you get at it, the better you get at implementing it and actually making it a focus for your life. You guys, I'm telling you, it's something I think about a lot. And yeah, I meditate. I read a lot of books like The Power of Now and self-help stuff and how to maintain a positive mindset. And I believe that the answers for me lie within, which is why I spend so much time reflecting on me. And that's what works for me. But on top of that is the ability and the willingness to want to continue to treat other people the way that I want to be treated. It's following that golden rule, regardless of the situation you find yourself in. That is going to be the best way to make sure that you're making the right choice, because none of us want to be treated poorly. None of us want to have bad experiences or be treated in an unfair manner from other people. And I think that is a universal truth. So if you go into whatever situation you find yourself in and you work towards treating people the same way that you want to be treated, I'm telling you guys, you will have an impact in these people's lives. And ultimately, that goes back to why we're here. We're here for each other. We're here with each other. I say all the time, we're in this together, right? This is all of us, right? We are in this together. So, and it kind of, what's so funny is it ties into like everything else I say all the time. Like when I tell you guys to build yourself up, it's easy to build others up. We do that all the time, right? But we don't do it for ourselves. So do unto others as you would have done unto yourself. Build yourself up. Build up others. Be kind. Come from a place of love and understanding. That ultimately is going to be your saving grace in whatever situation life throws at you. Do not allow your fears, anger, or emotions dictate your actions, because those things, those will not be a positive experience for the people that you're dealing with in a lot of situations. So, but coming from a place of love and understanding will always be the right decision. I believe that wholeheartedly, and I believe that a lot of you guys see that. And remember, like no matter what we're doing, we choose to lead by example. And the example I choose to set every single day is that example, that together as human beings, leading with love and understanding, that we can make a difference. And that is what I want to accomplish. Steve says, Breathe America is a stepping stone for bigger and better things. We will grow. Yes, absolutely. We will grow. We will become more. Look, we're going to change no matter what, right? Like, I am not the same person I was a year ago. I'm not the same person I was 5 years ago. And I'm not going to be the same person in a year. Like, we are constantly evolving as human beings. Now, taking an active role and choosing to evolve this way means that we have a little bit more control over the outcome that way, don't you think? Chuck says, treat everyone as human with a heart and a mind of caring and forgiveness. We all make mistakes. Only we can understand and forgive. 100%. I've often said, forgive easy and forgive often. And you do it for yourself so that you don't have to carry these burdens. Kimberly, that's a valid point. Faith and spirituality is so very personal, and it means different things to different people depending on their path. Understanding that we are all on our separate path is a beautiful thing. There's nothing wrong with that. And it doesn't necessarily change anything, right? I respect the path that all of you are on, and I hope that you respect the fact that I'm on. And I'm going to continue to offer that same level of love and understanding, even if I don't understand your path, because I know that it is your path. Learn to forgive and let go of the past. Learn to grow from it. Vicky says, I'm not sure how or why I got the notification for this live, because when I went to the American page searching for the Money Talks, but join. I was removed from the group after my meltdown. It just become my morning inspiration. So glad I got this notification. Vicky, I'm glad that you got it too. And look, we all slip up. We all make mistakes. And there's nothing wrong with that. The reason I talk about Breathe Americas as a family is because we're not going to quit on each other, right? Even when we stumble and fall, even when we make mistakes, we're gonna still stand by each other. We're gonna pick each other back up. We're gonna dust each other back off, and we're gonna keep moving forward. I think that's important. So meltdowns or not, it's okay. You guys, we're all human. We're all growing. We're all in different places, and like Kimberly said, we are all on our own path. We just happen to be wanting to go the same place, and that's why Breathe America's here. That's what we're working towards. You guys, at the end of the day, we all get to choose. We all have a choice to make in this world, and it is your life, 100% your life. I want to encourage you guys to live your best life. And I promise you that fear, anger, guilt, frustration, all of those emotions are not the things that are going to get you there. Love, kindness, understanding, faith, those are the things that will get you there. Be humble. Humility will get you a long way. Yes, Austin, it will. It absolutely will. We are stronger together. 100%. We are stronger together. And protecting our family, growing our family, building each other up. This is what we do. This is what religion does for us. They build communities, right? It's the same principle. By building a community, by building a family, we are stronger together. It doesn't mean I think this is religion. I don't want anybody to think that. This is not a religion. It's just a group of people that come together to support each other, to grow. And I want the best for all of you. I really do. My ambitions in life are to help people. It's as simple as that. If you ask me what I want to do, I want to help people. That's it. As many as I can, as much as I can, and in as many ways as I can, whether that's with, the state of our country, whether that's on a very personal level. I just want to help people. I want to help as many of you as I can. And at the end of the day, that's it. Nothing else. And I think a lot of you guys see that. I think a lot of you guys get that. So I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful for all of you. And I hope you guys know that when you follow, I promise this is not a cult, right, Crystal? When you build each other up and you build yourself up piece by piece, it's a struggle, you guys. There's nothing easy about what we're trying to accomplish here. There's nothing easy about what we're trying to do, but we've got each other. Okay. I'm going to keep standing by you guys, and I hope that you keep standing by me, and I'm going to keep trying to encourage you. And I know you guys encourage me all the time. So I appreciate you guys. And let's just keep building towards that day where our voice is loud enough that we can be heard. And we can make really, go from making ripples in the pond to making waves. And that's what I'd like to see. and those waves be a wave of positivity that washes over this country, a wave of love and understanding that washes over this country. And in the aftermath, I want to see the world that we build, when we build it with love and understanding, when we build it with that golden rule, when we build it for each other, with each other, together. Chuck, you're right. When you help others, you help yourself. Look, I've been very forthcoming about some of the things that I've struggled with in my life. And honestly, guys, this group, this whole idea, all of these things, it helps keeps me whole. It keeps me going down the right path. John, you're not that handsome, but I love you. You okay, brother? Everything good? They're going to want to know now. You popped in the comments. But seriously, you guys, it helps keep me on the right path as well. My desire to lead by example, and all of you watching is the example that I'm trying to set. And you guys help me to continue to strive for that every single day. And I take that very, very serious, very serious. So I appreciate you guys more than you guys even realize. So we've been at this for about 30 minutes. I know this isn't your traditional Prism, and I know it's not the same without John here. Unless John's trying to jump on now. I don't know if he is or not. I hope everything's calmed down. Maybe he'll tell everybody about it. Yeah, I love you guys. And keep building, not rebuilding. I believe there's a good foundation. Yeah, I agree too. And we are going to keep building. You know, we've spent a lot of time working on that foundation and making sure that our path forward was clear. Chuck, that's beautifully said. I mean it, guys. I get a lot out of this on a personal level, on a very deep personal level. And that's the most valuable gift in the world for me. So, as always, though, please be a little better today than you were yesterday. Take some time for your family. Take some time for your children. Take some time for yourself. Build yourself up. Grow. Read a book. I highly recommend this one. I think you guys have figured that out by now. I'm actually reading a new book now that I'm actually enjoying quite a bit. Maybe I'll tell you guys about it. But build yourselves up, you guys. Remember why we're here. We're here for each other. They call it the human experience, right? The human condition. We're in this together. This isn't a solo trip, right? This is all of us together working towards whatever it is collectively that we're working towards. And I want to collectively be working towards a united people that understands that we are human beings. I want to work towards a place where we cast off labels. We just recognize each other as family. And that's what we're building here, and that's what we're building towards. I am certain that we will be doing a Prism next Sunday that will be more in line with what we normally do. And again, I apologize for today not being what it normally is. But thank you for being here with me. I love you guys. Have an amazing day. Remember, be better today than you were yesterday. I'll see you guys later.